David here from the Hobby Hangout. Thanks for joining us. I've got Eldfall Chronicles here. It's arrived at North Bay Games and Hobbies. I've cracked it open and taken a look at all of the awesome components in there, but I'm excited to get my hands on the actual miniatures and put them together. I've never worked with Unicool resin before, so I'm excited to see how it handles, if it's difficult to work with or not, as well as just to get a closer look at the miniatures and see what the detail is like and how the miniatures fare. So join me on this video as we go through assembling the miniatures from the box. So let's get started.
Starting with this first. Starting with Nara, the first hero from the Northern Wind box set, I was surprised at the level of detail and texture and the overall crispness of the features. There wasn't any muddiness to the details, and my first impressions was that Unicool resin is actually no joke. It's really nice. It keeps all the incredible sharpness that resin is known for, but it doesn't have that overall brittle feeling that you can sometimes have with resin. It feels a little closer to plastic, but not quite. And I was surprised how little mold lines was actually on the model itself. Even though there was a lot of different textures and different features, there was very little cleaning that I had to do. And to be honest, as I was going through this, I think I was actually cleaning more than I really needed to, just because I expected to have more mold lines. But realistically, a lot of it could probably have been left there and not be noticeable. I also realized when assembling this model that I should have probably looked up the assembly instructions first. Although this model is only 3 pieces, in the end, I did have a little bit of difficulty assembling and just figuring out how to put the tail on and around the cape, and it was more so just an order of operations sort of thing. But what I really did like is just the low model count pieces. Like, this was only 3 pieces, and most of the figures in this set only had 2, 3, sometimes 4, and were really quick and easy to put together, and really no real problems at all. I really like how I had very little mold lines to clean up, and I really enjoyed putting this one together. It's important to dry fit your miniatures before gluing them, just to make sure you know what the right angle is and where you want it to be pushed in before you actually apply any glue. And as you can see here, when I'm putting together these resin models, it's a lifesaver to have Instaset on hand. Just putting in the little dab from the hose after you've put the super glue on will set that glue instantly and allows you to move forward and move quickly with assembling your miniatures. In terms of assembly and the details of the miniatures, I have to say this was probably my favorite one of the heroes. Although I'm not typically one to play ranged characters, the feather detail on the phoenix is just, or the bird on his shoulder is just amazing. And I was blown away just by the fine detail of the crossbow and how thin some of the portions are, but still sturdy, and they didn't feel like they were going to snap or break on me. Just completely blown away with the detail on this figure.
I really had a blast putting these miniatures together. I was surprised working with the Unicool miniatures. There's actually very little flash and trim that had to be cleaned off of them. I really enjoyed the few model count pieces. I definitely could have made my life a little easier by actually looking up the instructions on how to assemble them, but I didn't use the instructions and they were pretty straightforward. I think there's only one or two models that I got a little bit confused on for a moment, but at the end they came together very easy. I really like the detail on the miniatures. They're very, very fine details on them. A lot of different textures and materials. So I'm looking forward to really painting them. And every single one is unique. There's a total of 15 miniatures in this box set. So they're all a lot of miniatures. You've got the Oni clan, your 4 heroes, your undead clan, and then a hero monster from, I think, the Coalition of Thynia. If I said that right. But some fantastic miniatures. I am excited to paint these, and I can't wait to get them on the table and start running some demos, both for the in-store and on our YouTube channel here. So join us for those demos and keep an eye out for more Eldfall Chronicle material. Thanks for joining me. Bye.